Ginger Runner. What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another Ginger Runner review. I'm smiling because I'm happy. Oh, that's a great way to start. Today we're going to be reviewing a shoe. We are going to be reviewing a shoe from Altra, the new version of the Duo. It's called the Duo 1.5. Can you tell it's the new version? Because it's 1.5 times better than the one. I'm already off to a silly start. This is going to be a weird one. All right, so who doesn't want a super lightweight, super responsive, yet cushioned and snappy race shoe that's max cushion, zero drop, foot shaped, and blissfully fun? I know I do. So I clearly remember reviewing the first version of the Duo from Altra. It's still in my closet. I still run in this from time to time, and it's a great shoe, but it still had a couple of issues. The new version has that same Max LT midsole material, same potted outsole with durable rubber grip, an entirely new upper, a little bit additional weight. So there's definitely some things to talk about with this new shoe. It's different, but not too different, but a little different. So for those of you who don't want it to be different, it's not, but it is a little. It's a good and a bad thing, but not a bad thing. You'll see what I mean in this review. So, does the new Duo do those things that makes the new Duo better than the original Duo? Or does the new Duo do the things that makes the original Duo the Duo that you want to be doing? We're gonna find out in today's review if the new version of the Duo is worth the upgrade. What are the differences? Should be a lot of fun. As always, we like to talk about the things that we like and dislike about a shoe, starting as always with things that we like. The first like is the new upper. So the former upper was a really stiff, rigid mesh material that was really difficult for your feet to find comfort in. This new mesh is softer. It has a little bit of stretch to it. It's much more in line with what we expect from Altra or what we've gotten in other shoes from Altra. So I'm surprised that the first version had what it had, but I'm excited to see that the new version has an updated upper with materials that work. Responsive yet cushioned. So this Max LT midsole does what it has done since the first version, and that is just give you a really soft ride, but leaning more towards the responsive side of things. So if you're looking for a racing shoe that has a lot of cushion underneath it, but is still snappy, still responsive, this is a good option. It's not in line with their Olympus or like really soft midsole material. It definitely has more responsive nature, but if that's what you're looking for, especially in a racing shoe, it's fun, light and airy. This is something I loved in the first version, just how airy and light that race shoe was. This keeps that, despite changing the upper materials. It's still very breathable. You get plenty of airflow through the shoe. It never overheats. It's thin and light. So overall, the experience in this shoe is very similar to the first version with upgraded materials, which is nice. The laces. So this is a small little noticeable difference, but the laces on the first version were round, very difficult to tie, stay tied. They bounce all over the place, get in the way. I hated them. This new flat lace is actually really, really nice. It's actually pretty grippy, so it grips back onto itself nicely. This is, I'm sure, utilized in other shoes that they have in their lineup, but to see it in the Duo is nice, especially compared to these stupid, snaky sausage type laces. They're terrible. I like the new ones. Small detail. Yeah. That being said, it's not all Teslas and moon boots. There are a couple of things that I dislike about the new Duo 1.5. Let's get to those now. The collar and the tongue. This is going to be the biggest dislike from the shoe. With the new upper materials, they've done away with the softer edged heel collar, and that thicker tongue is also gone. And in their place is a very, very thin, kind of abrasive edged heel collar, heel counter, and tongue material that is incredibly thin, lightweight, and moves from side to side like nobody's business. There's no gusseted tongue. In fact, once you get your foot in there, you're gonna notice that the tongue just isn't wide enough. It's not really attached very well down here at the vamp. The material that they use in the upper is fun and fine, but the edging and the detail just lacking, and I'm blown away by it. So I haven't had any issues with this heel collar yet, but I guarantee you someone out there will, whether it's getting your Achilles all tore up with blisters, some sort of abrasive edge here under the ankle, you're gonna have some issues, someone out there. Which leads me to my next dislike, and that's the overall fit. So this is something that kind of carries over from the first version because it is a more volume-based shoe, higher volume. Getting a precision fit in this shoe can be difficult. The upper does not have a lot of give in the sense that it's softer materials that sort of compensate for basic foot sizing. It's very thin, giving your foot a lot of volume in there, which does allow your foot to move around more than I'd like. So just be aware when you try this shoe on, when you bring it home, you're gonna have to adjust that fit multiple times to find a good balance between volume, foot movement, tightness. It took me some time to get it right, and it's still a little iffy. And another dislike that carries over from the first version, the outsole being potted like this is structured in a way where you're picking up dirt, rocks, It's just going to be a nightmare to keep this thing clean if you're running on any sort of gravel surfaces like a bike path. You're going to be picking up rocks like nobody's business, or if you're in the road or on sidewalks that has gravel or any sort of dirt or debris, like a Hoover, the shoes are going to pick it right on up into the bottom, and you're going to carry it home. And you're going to be scuffing up your floors. Thought I'd let you know. Weight. We have gained a little. Well, both of us. The shoe has gained more than ½ an ounce in weight. I'm gonna assume it's because of this new upper material. It's not a lot of weight gain, but it is something that you're gonna notice if you're used to the Duo 1. The first version of the Duo had a lot of materials around the ankle collar that I thought for sure would balance out with the weight department, but you're dealing with about a ½ ounce more in the same size. Again, my size 11. You go from 7.9 ounces to 8.6 ounces, so 0.7 ounces heavier. But that's pretty much it for dislikes at this point. So in conclusion, the Duo 1.5 is very similar to the original Duo, but there are a couple of differences, especially in that upper, with a little bit in the fit department, a little bit in the comfort department, specifically around the heel and across the tongue. So really, if you're used to this shoe, you're gonna wanna try it on. Make sure the new version works for you. If you're unfamiliar with this shoe, it may just work right out of the box. It's a lightweight, responsive, yet slightly cushioned racer that's going to work for a lot of people, especially going for those longer distances, half marathon to marathon. It feels fast, but has plenty of protection underfoot. So this will be a fun shoe for many of you to try, but you Duo purists who love that first version, you're going to want to try it before you commit. Let's get more specific. Build quality. I'm actually impressed with the build quality of the Duo 1.5. It is holding up better than I anticipated. Some Altras break down prematurely for me, specifically in the midsole department, but the Max LT has worked out actually pretty well. The upper is also holding up quite well. Moving on to comfort. This is one that's going to appeal to some and not to others because it is more on the responsive edge. You would think with this much midsole material, it's just gonna be soft ride, but it's not. Definitely leans more towards responsive, nice and snappy, great for the race environment. Fit, you're gonna have to get used to it because there's gonna be more volume in the shoe with a thinner upper material. It works fine for me once I start getting everything laced down, have to do that little extra ankle collar lace over loop-de-doo. This is certainly gonna be a shoe that you're gonna wanna try on before making that purchase. Price at $130, it's right where it was before with the first version. It's a price point that I would expect from the Duo. I'd like it to be less, let's be totally honest. It's a race-oriented shoe. A lot less materials are being used, but more design elements are being used. More design went into the shoe. Who knows? 130 bucks. A little bit expensive. And finally, looks. I think it's a pretty good looking shoe. It's very simple. Black and grays on the upper and yellow there in the midsole. So it keeps it simple. The other color versions are fine as well. Altra does a pretty decent job of keeping their shoes looking stylish, modern, and clean. Bringing us to our final criteria is the Altra Duo 1.5, a buy, try, or a why. Solid try. So this is going to be one of those shoes that will work for some of you in that race environment if you're looking to log long miles in a race environment and you need something light, responsive, fast, fun. This could be the shoe for you. So, yep. Solid try, which allows me to turn the tables now to you. Have you run in the Altra Duo 1.5? It's been out for a while now, so I'm curious what your thoughts are on this shoe or the original. Is there a big discrepancy between the two? Do you miss the original? Let me know in the comments of this video. If you would like to get a pair of the Duo 1.5s for yourself or find out more information, there's a link in the description over to Running Warehouse. It is an affiliate link. It costs you nothing, but it helps the channel out. And there's lots more info over there about this shoe for you. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel, and click the little notification bell. It will let you know every time we upload a video, do a live show, all that good stuff. You'll be notified immediately. Social media links, that's where I do social media stuff. And at the bottom there is patreon.com/thegingerrunner. That's where you can support this channel and also get cool perks on the back end for as little as $1 a month, which is a fraction of a cup of coffee. We have new merch there as well for the GR crew. These shirts are available, hoodies, beanies, neck wraps, all good stuff over there just for Patreon supporters. That's my pitch. Thanks everyone. We hope you are enjoying these reviews and videos and all that good stuff. Get out there, train hard, race harder, and part of the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye-bye.